This video is about ascendants and their 7th house. It's just a general video, so I'm just going to cover a little bit about every ascendant. So as you know, 7th house is the furthest away house from you. So it's like kind of like a mirror image of you and how people see you and what you're looking for in the in your relationships. And it's really kind of quite strange how most of the ascendants, they don't have a really good relationship with their 7th house ruler. So for example, Leo ascendant and Aquarius, which is Saturn, so the two planets are enemies to each other. Moon and Saturn, Cancer and Capricorn, enemies to each other. Mercury run ascendants, Virgo and Gemini, with Pisces and also Sagittarius. So they are inimical towards each other. So it's really strange how the opposite, complete opposite to you, kind of completes you in a sense. And Mars Venus ones are more neutral towards each other. So this is more like they both kind of looking for very physical kind of relationship, whereas like the for example, Gemini ascendant is looking for somebody who's like wise and everything. So anyway, let's just get into it. So in astrology, I'm sure very often you hear people saying the natural zodiac or color push. And this basically means, so you look at every chart from Aries ascendant. So whenever you read in a chart for somebody, so no matter what they are, so if, for example, if they're like 3rd house, like for a Capricorn, is Pisces, so it will still have its 3rd house, but it will also have 12th house feel about it as well. So that kind of thing. So they could have foreign friends, for example, because 3rd house is friends, 12th house is foreign, overseas. Excuse me. And so let's start kind of, so basically, Aries ascendant. Aries ascendant is attracted to somebody who is beautiful because they have Mars. Mars is their ascendant and it's attracted to Venus. So they like very feminine or very beautiful partner if they're a man, and if they're a woman, they attract a very sort of socially graceful person, and they're very, very interested in having a family. They want to get married. They like that status in the world, and they just literally just kind of their income will go up, and they value themselves more in a relationship. So they kind of like to be in a relationship, even though Aries is quite independent. They enjoy all those Venusian things that goes with it. Now Libra ascendant even. Obviously, they have Aries as their 7th house. So they are looking for somebody who is independent, who is somebody who is logical, active, energetic, muscular. They like somebody who looks good, somebody who is energetic and for a woman would be a really masculine man. And for a man will be somebody who's like they could do activities with, because they like to be sort of they like to be active with their partner. And both kind of Venus and Mars are kind of sexually quite into each other, if you like. So it's very chemistry based relationship with them. It's all about like you know, that somebody who actually like they feel stimulated by their looks, by their physical presence and everything. Taurus ascendant is attracted to somebody quite deep and because Scorpio is their 7th house. Scorpio is also a natural karmic house in the zodiac. No matter where it is, it's a natural 8th house of the zodiac, but it's also a karmic sign, as is Aquarius, and as is Karma house as well, 6th house. So it's also like those are the sort of things, obstacles that all of us, wherever Virgo is in our kind of chart, those are the things we have to sort of deal with. So Yeah, so anyway, going back to sort of like Scorpio sort of being the seventh house for Taurians. So they kind of have this issue with a partner because they kind of the partner could be a little bit mysterious to them, and a little bit unavailable, but also they're like somebody who they can really deeply connect with on a sexual level, because eighth house of the natural zodiac is, because eighth house is sex and Scorpio is a natural eighth house. And also because Mars rules their 12th house, so therefore they very kind of want a sexually active relationship with their partner. Whether or not they get it is a different thing, depends on the Mars and the situation of the 7th house. But generally that's what they are looking for. They want somebody who is that way, it can respond to them like that. But because 12th house is also house of loss and 8th house of the natural zodiac is Scorpio, there are definitely things that they don't know. There's certain things that their partner keeps private to them and they don't know about. And there could also be some losses and misunderstandings as well in the relationship. So they can have hiccups in relationships a lot more than Aries or Libra will do. So because Libra, again, like Aries, their income will kick in the moment they get married. So they want to have a family. So because their 2nd house and 7th house is ruled by Mars, whereas Taurus is their 7th and 12th house. And the same thing goes also for Scorpio ascendant, because Venus rules their 7th and 12th house. So they want to connect on that level. They want somebody very Taurian, very Venusian. They love the whole family thing, family dynamics, and just like, you know, somebody beautiful because it's Venusian as well, or attractive or handsome. But they will be obviously and very, very much want to connect on a very sexual level with their partner. But there will also be some misunderstandings, and it won't be as secretive because Taurus is not as secretive. But Taurians are obviously hardworking and really concentrate on getting things done for their family. So very different energy to the Scorpio 7th house. So that's them. So they are very kind of family, money, sex, and all of that is very important to two of them, and so forth. When we go to Gemini ascendant, Virgo ascendant, Sagittarius, or Pisces, so they are. That's when you have a combination of Jupiter and Mercury. So they're not friendly planets toward each other, but they're also benefic planets. There is, like, for example, Gemini ascendant will be thinking very wisely about who they want to actually connect with, because they're just going to say, am I going to be happy? Is this person going to make me happy? Is it going to be wise? Are they going to help my career, my status on the world? You know, they're not going to jump into a relationship not thinking about these things. So they want that. They want to have somebody who's maybe just wiser, more traveled, more educated, somebody who has the status and actually is able to give them that security in life, stable sort of life with them. And somebody I can travel with, because obviously 7th house rule, it also rules, Jupiter rules the 9th natural sign of the zodiac, Sagittarius. So that's the sort of person they want. They kind of want abundance and wisdom and happiness and optimism through their partner. And also because there's 7th house rules 10th house of the zodiac as well. They, as a couple, they look very sort of wise and very sort of like very welcoming, caring to the bigger world, if you like, at work and everything. So they might actually work with their partner as well, or their partner will be very encouraging and helping them with their career. And the same thing will actually happen as well with Sagittarius ascendant. So they want somebody who is very mercurial, somebody who's kind of like friendly, active, somebody who's got lots of hobbies, very sort of handy and sort of witty person. That's what they want, a witty person who also will be really helpful to their career as well, because Mercury will rule Virgo, their 10th house as well. So that's the kind of person that they want. And yeah, so they want somebody who's going to be more analytical and intelligent at work as well. So those are the kind of, they're looking for intellect in their and intelligence and analytical in their partner. So these are sort of like more the wisdom and intellect and intelligence driven relationships, really, and that kind of brings them happiness as well. And when you go to Virgo, obviously Virgo is looking for somebody who is Piscean in nature, because they're so much in control of everything and very analytical and do compartmentalize their life and very organized. So actually the disorganization of Pisces does them a world of good, because they're just happy with sort of, I'm just very, you know, they don't have to have the world to be happy. They're just happy. And that's why when they get married, Virgo ascendants, they become really happy, because Jupiter also rules their 4th house. Just being with their partner makes them happy, because their partners that they pick, you know, they will be none of these like picking fault with things. They're just like very observant of beauty in everything. And they can overlook all the little things that partner can do wrong. So that's how they are. They're very optimistic, very very sweet natured, really. And also Pisces ascendant, the same thing. So they just kind of Pisces ascendant will look for somebody who is kind of like very mercurial, somebody who's quite organized, because they find the whole sort of life things a little bit mundane. So they want somebody who can help them, make them happy by just being quite busy and traveling and doing things together. So this is the sort of thing, somebody with a sense of humor who can make them laugh. That's what they need, you know, this in life. Leo ascendant and Aquarius ascendant, both of them want somebody who's going to have status and will give them more status. So Aquarius ascendant will go with somebody who is quite well-to-do, and they come from maybe a really good family and that kind of thing. And so they are very very aware of that. And as is Leo. Leo wants somebody who is perhaps a bit more sort of like humanitarian, might not be of the same status of them, but they are influential within their groups and networks. So, and they will enjoy, both of them will enjoy it's very much about their status, and they're both career-minded, very, very ambitious as well. And obviously Cancer then, because they want stability, emotional stability, but unfortunately Capricorn can't really give that to them, but that's what they need. They need somebody who can give them all the material things, all the material success, so they can actually not have to worry about those things, so they can slowly through that feel at ease, because they got a partner who's quite reliable, consistent, etc., you know, tenacious. And same thing with Capricorn ascendant, because they just need somebody emotional, because they're so fixed on sort of working hard and doing the grafting. They really need somebody who is really nurturing to look after them, like a Cancer ascendant. So this is how the relationships go. It doesn't necessarily mean that you end up with somebody, like if you're Taurian, you're not going to end up with somebody who's Scorpio, but they will have the traits of a Scorpio person, that kind of thing. So this is what, you know, you can actually look at with the partner as well. So you know that the Cancer ascendant, the moment they get married, they will get somebody who's very ambitious, very hardworking, and also somebody who earns really good money, because also that Saturn rules not just the 10th natural sign of the zodiac, Capricorn, but also rules the 11th house of gains as well. You know that's going to definitely happen. So and the other way around as well. So you know that somebody who, for example, let's Leo ascendant. So Leo ascendant, you know that they are actually their partner is going to be Aquarius. So you know that that person that you're going to get married is naturally rules their 11th house of this, so they have got very, very good connections. They know all the powerful people, and they gain through being, once they get married, they gain big gains, not like just having money in the bank. They get gains through the partner because of the natural 11th house of the zodiac. And you know that they are literally, they're hardworking, and they because Capricorn is a 12th house as well, so it is a very ambitious kind of relationship as well. So, and I'm just trying to think what like, for example, if somebody like, for example, say Gemini ascendant, you know, they actually Gemini, Virgo, Pisces and Sagittarius ascendants, they literally they get a lot, because they, all of them, the 4 ascendants actually control the 4 kind of like angles of the zodiac. The 1st, 4th, 7th and 10th are actually fulfilled through their relationship, so they can actually find status in all of them. So the moment they get married, the 7th house activates, and that will activate the 4th and the 10th as well. So they literally, their partners are very, very involved in their everyday things. So these are some of the things that you can see through the natural zodiac and how they work with each other and different ascendants. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.